And here we are at the Orangery. What you can see from the outside is a set of French doors. We've actually got a set of bifolding doors here. You can't see yet, but I'll show you inside with the triple sash. And then there's a roof lantern above. So this is a very small but sort of typical sort of layout for an Orangery in terms of pilaster design, frieze detail, and we've painted this in a colour called porcelain. I'll show you inside. So here we are inside the Orangery, just coming through the bifolding doors. These can be configured in various different combinations. This is a 3-section, but we can go all the way up to probably a dozen doors all in one run. Maximum door left's about 1 metre, so you can see how big these things can be. We can make them up to 2.4 metres tall, so they're an engineered product, excellent for opening up spaces between the garden and the home. Here we've got a set of French windows. These are set in a configuration with 2 in the centre and 2 side lights, but again any sort of style and combination would work. Everything's configurable to suit your project, and with my design help we'll make whatever's required. If you look up, we've got a roof lantern. This is a timber lantern. We have various configurations for these, so the amount of rafters that you have, the size in terms of the width and the length is totally customizable. We've made them as small as 1.1 metre by 600 all the way up to 7.5 metres by 10.5 metres, so they can be absolutely beautiful for letting sunshine and light into the space. Around here we've got some more products. So as you can see, these are plantation shutters, been really popular with our clients over the last 5 years, and they work particularly well with sash windows. Especially if you're in a terrace property and your garden's quite small, and then you're more or less on the pavement and you want some privacy but you also want some light, then this can be ideal because you have a mid-rail that can separate the louvers top and bottom, so you can have privacy at the bottom and light coming in at the top, and they're customizable. We've got these set into the frame. So one of the things that happens with shutters is that people have their windows installed or just want new shutters, and then a shutter company comes along and they ask you, where do you want your shutters fitted? And most of the time there's not really a thought through space for that frame to sit in. So what we do is when we're fitting new windows for you, we can talk about fitting shutters at the same time, and then that means that we alter the way we install the window slightly to accommodate the shutter box, and it means you get a more built-in sort of look and feel to the overall finished project, which I think looks a whole lot better. These are hinged, so we can open them up. And it will reveal a triple sash window behind. And this one is in timber, it's an engineered wood. Everything that we do is pre-painted. And what you have here is a sash with a slight twist in terms of it has a chain instead of a cord. I don't know if you've seen those before. But we think that that might go back to the original sash windows when they were invented nearly 400 years ago. The advantage of having a chain over a cord is that when you open the window, not only do you get more of a smooth sort of feel to the way the window operates, but it creates a bit of an audio as well, and it purrs like a cat. I'll let you listen. Which we really like. Lockable catches. This is called a Venetian sash, so the difference here is that rather than have the weight situated next to the window, they're in the jambs either side, and what that does, it allows us to have these really sort of slim mullions either side of the centre window, because the chains house the weights through a pulley system that goes up through there, over to the side and down again, and that keeps them super slim.